welcome. My name is Danielle, and today we have a very special guest with us. She's a contributing writer in the upcoming book, Stories of the Goddess, Divine Frequency Keepers by Radhaa Publishing House. And today we have Selma Harwell. She is actually going to share with us a little bit about her experience in the upcoming book with Stories of the Goddess. And to give you a little bit of a background on what exactly this book is about, we are here to be and stand in our leadership as a visionary and contribution to humanity. Women on this global planet are on a quest to rediscover all their inner magic, and after many years of subjugation and suppression, we're here to break free and honor our tribes and place in a sense of empowerment, place ourselves in this world with utmost integrity and honoring our families and our tribes, and to reclaim our bloodlines and call upon all the energy of our champion self as the warrior goddesses we are, and create a better world of love and in this humanitarian world we're in. So I want to welcome you, Selma. It's a pleasure to have you. As usual, you look bright and vibrant, and welcome, welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much. I love being here. This is going to be fun to talk about that project.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and get started. And I'd like to ask you a few things related to your experience with the Stories of the Goddess. What initially inspired you to jump on board and be a frequency keeper to share your wisdom and experiences? And how did you choose your topic for your chapter?
Well, I love it that we're called frequency keepers, because mine actually came to me when I was about 4. Now, I didn't realize it at the time, but I can look back and see how everything unfolded. So I've had it all along, and just now I call it energy medicine. That feels the most comfortable, but also to get to look into, no wonder I was attracted to the goddess early on. And so that's why the title spoke to me particularly.
Oh, that's amazing. Now, how did you find out about this? Was this Radhaa that reached out, or how did you find?
Yes. I've known Radhaa for about 15 years. Had the pleasure to know Radhaa for that long. Yeah. And it's just always been great to, be with her and her mom. I taught them both Reiki, actually. And that was such an amazing experience. It was lucky that it was a private session for both of us, for both of them with me. And it was just beautiful. Yeah.
Everything's so divine and interconnected. I love how everything just aligns how it's meant to be. So could you share with us your process for your chapter in the Stories of the Goddess? What was it like for you? Because I do know that it was a leadership writing program. So how was it overall?
Yes. Well, as I mentioned, to actually get right into the work is when I started seeing, oh, well, it's shown up here and here and here. Like, it had me really see it and own it newly. Like, I really hadn't, it's not that I didn't value it. Of course I did, but I saw where I could honor it even more and honor it within me. And just in experiences in life, and how many activations I've had along the line, and just my connection to women always, especially in groups, and thrive and be playful in that environment, feeling safe. Yeah.
I love that. That actually leads me into the next question, because I do wonder, from your perspective, what do you feel, and why do you feel that now is such an important time for sisterhood, and how is that going to play a role for our world becoming the vision we have?
For me, it's always been very, very important. And I felt like, especially one of my friends that I've known since I was 7, we were really together and in groups together in junior high and in high school, and groups of women is what it was. And we were just dear friends with these women each time. And just, you know, just knowing all along that we needed each other and that we could just be so free. And, I mean, junior high is a time where you're looking at guys and all that. That was all present too. But we had so much fun together. And it was just, I also grew up with two sisters and my mom being at home. And so really it was my safest place. And as I went along and, ended up being a pioneer in home birth and natural birth and so many things, yoga, because I'm 71. And, so it's been many, many years in this conversation of women, and always knew that I would be a mother when I was 7. I really wanted that. And so what I stand for now is I empower the goddess in motherhood for self-healing that gives family health and the gift of peace for the world. So it's a bigger picture. It's lived, as world peace for so long, but to hone it into motherhood is really what made it, just cinch it for me. Yeah. And for others. Yeah.
That's beautiful. I love that you brought that up because it really does start with self and, nurturing yourself and nurturing others. So I can see that you have a big vision. And what do you hope that the readers will take away from your chapter when they read it?
Well, and even alluding to the question that you asked as far as like, the importance of the bonding together really is how I see it, is that it is up to us. It's up to women. It always has been. And now it's just, maybe with the help of the internet, that's one, huge bonus, that we're actually finding each other in groups, to where when we did that before, it was a novelty. When we held new moon ceremonies for many years as a group of women, it was really rare. And now it's so commonplace, and it's just growing more and more. So this is what I say, is that we are in that moment. It's not that it's needed. Well, maybe it's needed more than ever, but it just is always been needed. And now it's being fulfilled is how I look at it.
Yeah, I like how you're bringing that up because the connectivity, seeing the positive side of the internet, so to speak, I guess you would say, and knowing that you can link with your tribe from miles away and have a nice Zoom party, it does make a big difference on your journey. So, and that's a big reason why I love what I do. So, what's your overall experience when you were going through the writing process? What was that like for you, and how did the Stories of the Goddess book project with Radhaa Publishing House birth this beautiful wisdom that you're sharing through your chapter?
Yeah, like I said, there were so many to pick from, and then all of a sudden I just knew it was going to be about the one experience with Amma, and thinking it was going to be called Grounded Goddess, but guided, I think, by you, that it's Earth Goddess. And I went, oh, that's the best. I mean, it's so simple, but it was just that here she is on the planet, and yet she's completely of spirit. And that's honestly a lot how I felt, but I didn't really identify like that with her about it. It's just that my trauma experience at 4 had me have a divine experience and be committed to faith always. And so that's always been first, leading the spirit first. And so she was that connection, and she was that teacher, and the experience was completely extraordinary. And sure, I could go into it, but I'd rather not. I'd rather you just read it because it's really there.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a beautiful journey to be a part of a group as such a caliber of women, because we are in our own rights, are leaders in our paths of what is already, whether it's your passion of work, passion, or just how you live, doing the work. And what I'm realizing, and I've mentioned this a few times in different interviews, but what I've noticed is there's a beautiful synergy of going through it while you're learning and sharing it through a place of like, hey, we go through this too. We're not sitting here
Yes.
on a pedestal saying this is who we are. It's like, no, we've been
Yeah.
through different stages, phases, and places, and had to. It's a cycle of death and rebirth of consistent like picking yourself up. And what did we learn? How can we grow through this? So it's been a very
Yeah.
powerful as an observer too to watch everyone in their own right shine and grow and lean into a place of stronger leadership, I guess I could say. So I just want to take a second to acknowledge that and honor it for you because it's absolutely beautiful. What do you hope that some of the women and men that read this book will take, like I said, take away from your chapter, but also like, do you offer any kind of service where they could connect with you if they like or
Yes, absolutely. Because I've known for so long that it's my life's work, and I've developed it, continuously. And again, with women, and then referring back to, this situation with Radha in the publishing arena, and, represented, oh my gosh, the book cover is like, there it is, the representation of goddess, so fully there. So that's all there. Then our connections with each other are stronger, and our intuition is increased. That's, I think, one of the main things that I got out of it was to acknowledge that my intuition at this point is in the predictive place, and I never really acknowledged it that way. So I'm saying there was a lot of expansion, and we can always have that, no matter where we are. So you're right, it isn't about like, here we are, we've done this. No, in my life, this path was absolutely necessary for the healing that I needed. And that's what I represent for others, for moms, that whatever the healing it is, that it's their bodies in a specific way, it's their mental, their spiritual, it doesn't really matter. It's, where are you, and how can you know you and be represented so well by you that it just, spreads into your environment, and you uplift people by your presence. That is just a gift. And who are the ones that are in your present in motherhood, but your children the most? My kids are grown, they're 48 and 43. And they grew up with this because I had it since I was 21. And I know that that's very uncommon as well. So I'm the resource for moms to be empowered by that nurturing aspect of motherhood, and not have it be it can be in the background, in that it's always there, but not taken for granted, which I think it can be easily when you're in the midst of mothering.
Yeah. Wow.
And nurturing. I do address it as nurturing because I know not everybody's a mother, but it's sort of like the balance of the feminine and the masculine. I have men that I call mom dads because they're just so nurturing to their children.
Yeah.
And it's, so I include everyone in that.
Yeah. I can sense that you hold immense space for a lot of people. And so in a way I see you as like the matriarch of this, energy, and just in a way that's, very, very safe for everyone to, go through their cycles. So yeah, if you feel called, because we're going to link all the information down below for Selma and Radhaa Publishing, and then Stories of the Goddess. So if you feel called to connect and have a chat or need some guidance yourself, do reach out to Selma. She's a beautiful soul that will certainly love to link with you.
Yep.
Now,
I forgot that part, so I will say my website is reikiyoga.com. Yeah, I'm sorry, I said it wrong. ReikiYogaMagic.com.
Oh, I like that name.
Yeah. Yes, the magic has to be in there. It's all over the life, but it also for me represents the shamanistic, mystic part that is part of my heritage, which was the gift of my trauma at 4. We all come to the healing of the trauma, and we all have one version of that or another in our own lives, and come away with the wisdom.
Yes.
from the healing of it. So there's that. And then on Instagram, I'm Selma Harwell, which connects to the pottery, which is also magical. It has a mica mineral connected to the heart, and it sparkles, and it's a traditional native pottery method
Oh,
and everything. So those are available as well. And yeah, my Healthy Moms, Healthy World Facebook page as well.
yeah, definitely connect with Selma. She can definitely lead you down a very directive, safe path. I can tell, I can sense it. And I didn't know about the pottery, so I will check that out myself.
Mhm.
And lastly, because this was a contributing writing book where there was multiple collaborative women, how did you feel about that experience? I mean, was it natural for you to be a part of something? As from what it sounds like, I'm going to say yes. But
Yes.
also, what did you feel also with Radha's publishing specifically? Like, did you get the support you needed, or how did you feel about your overall process being published through them directly versus?
Yeah, I love the way that she set it up for us to come together, and regularly with meetings. And even when I couldn't be there because I've taken on so many things, I knew as a space holder that I could do that, and be with you in that version. I do. That's the shamanic part, that's so wonderful and available. And actually, that's one of the first things you'll see on my website is a way that I can connect with you through a membership. And with Radha, it's like she's given us many opportunities. And again, for me, that place of going into the writing and then discovering, oh, I could write it this way and that way. It just developed my writing in a whole different way. And I saw my stubbornness, like, no, I wanted to say it this way, with editing, and yet finding the happy medium, and like that. So yeah, working with each person as needed. She's a sensitive soul, and she can really tune in to not just what you want, but what she can provide. And so that was really the best part of that. And just being with her again. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, there's a special energy behind what they're doing, and it's kind of like a puzzle, like that I'm even witnessing unfolding so beautifully. Like each piece has such a very intentional spot, and it's like you start to see a picture forming. And I feel like because she has such great vision, it's difficult for some to see that. And then there's individuals like you and I and others who support along the way. And then it just leads you, it's like a ripple effect of positive energy. And you're like,
Yes.
oh my gosh, like this is changing the way of how, publishing is being done and the
Yes.
support you receive and also the connections you make. It's a totally different, I would say, game in terms of an arena. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
yeah, I feel it.
And when you say that, it's reminding me, my favorite conversation in energy medicine when I'm teaching it is how much that how natural it is, how we enhance each other's energy
Mm-hmm.
anytime, just like you and I right now are doing that.
Yeah.
Anytime we're with anyone, that's happening. And when then you focus that intention towards something collectively, just magic happens.
Yeah.
That's what's available. So yeah,
Yeah.
we're magical beings. We just get to learn to expand it.
Yes. 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 Oh my gosh, there's so many things I could say right now. I love, connecting with like-minded individuals like yourself, and it's been such an honor and privilege to work side by side with you and all the women who are in this book. And I just want to make a clarification, though, because we do talk a lot about the divine feminine. This book is for men as well. We're here to support the energy around the divine feminine. And a lot of the times it could be misinterpreted, but the truth is we have both energies, masculine and feminine. So it's really important time because the divine feminine is rising and we're supporting each other and we're clearing out a lot of the old ways of thinking. But this is for men too. And this is also to teach men, I would say, how you can support the feminine if you want to be the more masculine role. I would love to add that.
And I'm going to say just a little tweak on that, because I've been with my husband for 54 years, and I've watched him grow, and he is more than happy to just be supporting me in what I'm
Mhm.
up to. He works hard all day long, and
Mhm.
he's not into this kind of expression. I'll say he's an artist, so to me, all art is very spiritual,
Yeah.
and he is in his way. He doesn't, of course, do it this way. This is a woman's way. This is the goddess way, and he is such it's funny, we're an anchor for each other in that way that you're talking about. It's balanced.
Mhm.
That's really what you want in a relationship, and in within ourselves, the
Mhm.
balance of the masculine and the feminine, whether it's here, whether it's in our exterior. Yeah.
Exactly. Yep. So I just want to thank you. Is there any last words you'd like to leave with our viewers regarding your chapter and what it's like to work with Radhaa Publishing House?
Well, I'm so glad that you asked me all the questions, because even from that, it's like I get to see that I got more out of it than I knew. And really just even thinking about each of the questions, and how I ended up getting myself in a writing class, and now I'm in writing every morning at 6 a.m.
Wow.
That was never going to happen. That was like such a gift. It was just a gift in many ways, working with her and Radhaa Publishing. Yeah. Thank
Well,
you.
thank you so much, Selma. That's so beautiful. And again, guys, I'll be sure to link all the information down below. Do be on the lookout. Our book will be released on March 23rd for the Kindle version, and then paperbacks soon to follow after. So until next time, guys, bye for now.